Hi, this is Curtis from Seabass Auto Home Repair. Today we're going to be working on tie rods. I'm going to try to get those done. Hopefully the weather allows me to get it done. Right now the first thing you got to do is jack up the whole front of the car. You want both tires off the ground. I'll be doing pitman arms and idler arms here soon too. But I'm going to just try to get the tie rods done for today. A little trick to keep your steering wheel straight is if you take your seat belt, extend it as much as you can, and you put it through the bottom of your steering wheel. And then we're just going to fasten it in. Get that clipped in there. But that way, it keeps the steering wheel from moving whenever you lift it up and you take the tie rods off, because you want that steering wheel to be as straight as possible. Alright, you want to make sure jack up your car. Sometimes they're in different locations where you could jack it up at. I'm gonna jack up the car on this side, and since I have a smaller bottle jack, some of you may have your own jack stand. Or another jack that actually is a little bit better, but since I'm just using a bottle jack, I'm gonna jack it up a little bit. I'm gonna set this right here, lift it up, set it on there, and then I'll release the bottle jack, and then I'll use another block to go under and lift it up, but that way it gives me enough room to have the wheel free. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side with this other jack stand. That way I can get both wheels off the ground at the same time. And actually, that might be enough room. Only reason why I would need to lift it up higher is to be able to get underneath, but since I'm taking the wheel off, I might not have to. So we'll check and we'll see, and if so, we'll make the adjustment. Just so you guys know, this would be the first time, full disclosure, that I ever did tie rods. But I just want you to know that you could watch YouTube videos such as this and learn how to do things and do it on your own. I changed the transmission in this car on my own. All the work on this car I do on my own. I do have a couple people that are close to me that I, ask for advice or help on sometimes, and they give me some help. But as far as the actual work goes, I pretty much do it all myself. Just gotta be. I'm motivated by money, so whatever your motivation is your motivation. I can't afford to pay mechanics the prices that they want, and I understand why they charge it. I'm not, discriminating against them. I understand. But I just simply can't afford to pay that money. So it's all about saving money if I can. And you want to make sure that these jacks are set right. You don't want it to be in between, because if it falls, then you got a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and release this down onto that jack stand. So I'm definitely going to have to lift it up a little bit higher, because the wheel, whenever I dropped it down, it's not as low as that, or as high as I need it to be. I need that wheel to be off the ground. So we'll just set this other block in there. we'll go from there. Okay, so I got the car completely jacked up. As you can see, the wheels are free. Getting ready to take these off, and I'm going to get in there and take a look at these tie rods and see how difficult they'll be to take off. So Mercury Grand Marquis 21-inch, 21 millimeters lug nut. You want to make sure you have the one that fits on there the tightest. You don't want to strip them out. Kind of like that, but that might have just been a bad one. I'm gonna try these ones. These ones are a little bit better. Let me see if I can get you under here so you can look at it. It's good to look at your brakes and everything else too at this point to see if you need any. And from what I could tell, my brakes are still good. I do have brakes that I was going to put on, but I don't need them right now. I had thought I did, or thought I was going to need them, so I figured I would just get them now. But I don't need them at this point. Whenever I do, I will give you a video of that as well. And okay, let me try to get you in here so you can take a look at what I'm looking at. Alright, if you look at this, this is the one tie rod, and you can see it's busted right here. It's no good. And it's bad. So it connects. Let me see if I can get you a little light on this. Sorry, I'm new to all this film and stuff. I'm used to just doing things without it, but I want to bring you guys some content. So that's the inner tie rod. Connects into there, and it goes and it connects to right there. Now these little pins on top, you have to bend those out and pull this out. It's called a Carter pin. You pull that Carter pin out and then you loosen the bolt, and it looks like it's going to be pretty easy to get to. And the real important thing for this is to make sure that you get the new tie rod to look exactly like that as far as the size. That way you don't have to do too much toe alignment or adjustment. If you could get it dead on, that would be great, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. Alright, I'll get right back to you guys as soon as I get some more tools out, and I'll get the other tie rods out of the box. Alright, now I got us under here a little bit. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but this is that Carter pin I was telling you about, and you want to flatten it out as much as possible, and then try to yank that out, which I might need to use some vice grips. Tighten those up. Since I got a new Carter pin, I'm just going to cut the back end of that because it was bent and it was holding me up. Putting new ones in, got new bolts for it. Sorry about that, guys. My son's birthday's coming up, so talking to his mother about some of the arrangements. Sometimes you just gotta get under there, give it a little bit of brute force, but that's the Carter pin that comes out of the top of that bolt. Try to never leave them on the ground because you don't want to run over anything like that and get a flat tire. So we'll look to see what size socket that is here. Like I said, I'm still kind of new at all this, so I'm not able to just look at something and tell you what size it is. It's a little bit of trial and error with me. But that's what's going to make this so great, is as I post these videos, just know that you guys are learning with me. And you can definitely do it. Just got to have the willingness and the self-motivation to do it. So the top of that one is a 19 millimeter. 21 millimeter for the lug nut and 19 millimeter for the top of the outer tie rod. Let's get in here. And sometimes they'll get stuck in there, so you can just try to twist that back on there, put that back on there real quick, pull that out. That way it don't get jammed in there. You can either that, or you can hit the side of your tools with a hammer and it'll usually fall out. But I try to do it that way first. I'm just weird about it. Not that it's really going to damage this steel. It's very strong. But it's quicker. It's easier. Just do it like that. Alright, so that's off. And now, gotta go on the inside. I don't know if I can get this on video here. It's kind of difficult here. Hold on, work with me here. I'm sorry. It's a lot harder when you're filming. Alright. So I gotta get up in here. And okay, so it doesn't want to fit directly in there. Plus I still gotta take that cotter pin off. So when you have that problem, if you have one of these, it helps a lot. It's a universal socket. It allows you to turn. But give me 1 second. I got to get that cotter pin off of that one. And okay, that cotter pin came out pretty easy. I was able to just tap it out. It's good for me now, but it's not necessarily good for whoever did this last, because that means they broke the cotter pin before when they did it. So alright, so now it's time to take these out. And of course they don't want to come out that easy. I'm hoping I don't have an issue. Popped out. Now we just gotta see these. This will be a job that we do later, but this is the pitman arm and it needs changed pretty bad as well. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and try to do it while I'm under here if I can. Alright folks, this is trouble when you do things. Sometimes it's a little harder than got it loose now. Should be able to get it out. There we go. So now the important part is to build the new one and try to match it the length of this perfectly. And I'll do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry that took me so long. I'm back. Got the tie rod all put together. If you look on this side right here where this pin is, I had to put, we'll just call it lube, but I had to put that in there because you have to build them yourself, and then they come with these little tips that you just put that on. So this, I'm gonna just put them back in exactly how you took them out. So I'm gonna try to get this end in first up here. It's more difficult, and you kind of need to wiggle it around in order to get it in there. Alright, so once you get that in, get this at the top. Yeah. Alright, so give me 1 second here. Okay, got the tie rod in. Had to adjust it a little bit right here. But once you do that, got it pretty much matched up to the size. I was a little bit off before I put it on, but it's on now. So just tighten that up. Oh, that's done there. And, okay, now wanna go ahead and we're gonna put these bolts on. And once you get those on, put the cotter pins in through. If you remember, we said these sizes were 19. Yellow bolts were 19. These ones should be the same, I would imagine. Yes. So put this on there. Look at that. Then you want to look and make sure that the slots on the bolts are lined up to where the cotter pin goes in. That way the cotter pin slide right in. I'm just gonna make sure I got it lined up. And I don't, so it has to just get adjusted a little bit more. Not too big of a deal. Go. And now the cotter pin will slide right through, and then just take this. You fold it. Take it up over and fold it up over the top of the bolt. Whatever's easier for you. Go inside to the other bolt, and remember, probably need that universal joint, the universal socket, so we'll put that on there for the impact. Go ahead and put a 19 back on here, and then go under here, and we'll go ahead and tighten this down. Huh. Well, that's odd. Because 19 don't fit that one, but it fits this one. Oh. So maybe this one is 18. Yeah, this one's 18. That is strange that they gave me two different size bolts for these. But it happens. It's what happens when you order parts that are most likely made in China. You don't get the highest quality products when you do that. But they are good products that I ordered. I didn't order cheap stuff. I just got a better deal getting a whole package of them, which is why I'm able to do it today. Alright, so we got the driver's side tie rod on and installed, getting ready to move to the passenger side. But now that I showed you guys how to do that, whenever I go to the other side, I'm just going to try to do that real quick. And the next thing that I'll show you guys how to do, and next thing I'm going to try to show you guys how to do is the pitman arm and the idler arm. And if I wasn't pressed on time today with the rain, I would have been a little bit more detailed on those videos, which I apologize. Again, I'm new to this, but this right here is the pitman arm, and that over there is the idler arm, which I need to fix. So I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping that this is all good. If not, then we gotta take it all apart and adjust it a little bit for the alignment if necessary. I'm hoping that it shouldn't be it looks to be okay. But a toe alignment isn't all that hard. It's just the fact of, really, I only need to take this one outer tie rod end off and then just either screw it in or screw it out for the adjustment. But I'm hoping that it won't come to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move to the other side. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And if you guys have any questions, comment in the comment section. I'll try to answer it. And we'll try to get a little bit better with these videos as time goes on. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. Need as many subscribers as possible. Help me be able to make better content as well. So, alright guys, you have a good day. Thank you.